Hi, day 17. So someone who I think is new just joined us. Let me know that I'm blocking the view. I am the view. Really, you could see the creek out there, and hopefully before too long, the powers that be decide to close off the dam again, and we have a lake, and then you can look at the lake, and it really is beautiful when it's a lake, but we'll take what we can get. Anyways, thank you for joining. If you are just starting, I suggest you go back. You don't have to look at every day, but you might want to go back to day 1 and look for the videos that have a lot of views already on them and maybe do those. I don't know if there's any rhyme or reason, or you know how the search engines work, but there seem to be some that people are enjoying, so I hope you do too. And if not, if you're already, we've only been at this 17 days, so I don't think any of us is like at our prime. I don't know if we ever get to go back to our prime. And if you're young and you just haven't been exercising, maybe you're doing a lot of this on your phone and you just don't get outdoors enough, I am so glad you're here. I am 63 years old. My name is Laura. You can call me Gangster Granny. And I have lived a really full 118 years. So, I think I'm living doggy years. And the one thing that there's 2 things that have been my saving grace. One is I have a deep faith. And the other is that I've always loved exercising, and I've always been outdoors. My favorite thing to do was ski. I led canoe trips, I led ski trips, taught my baby sister to ski, and she's now a world champion slalom skateboarder, and she worked on getting the snowboarding into the Olympics. So I'll tell you more about my past as we go on, and I would love to hear something about you, so please use the comments, and as soon as YouTube lets me, I'll try to do some of those live, so that we kind of can get to know who's joining us. And so here we go. Let's start a little differently, just going right into a forward fold. So, I see that there's going to be lots of ants and bugs today. Okay, they were here first. So, reaching down for your toes. Now, I am wearing socks. Someone told me to kick them off. But I am so embarrassed because I haven't had time to get a pedicure. And I tried to take the polish off myself, and my dollar store nail polish remover just wouldn't do the job. So I'm covering them up. But you can take your socks off. It's really great to be able to spread your toes wide, wiggle your toes. In fact, let's roll up And just wiggle your toes and your feet. So any which way that feels good to you. Spread those toes. I have huge feet. I have men's size 10.5 feet. So no joke. But my toes are always spread wide. It's a good thing. When we get to balancing, you'll be glad if your toes can spread wide. Okay, and now let's do our fingers. I think that incorporating turmeric into your diet is really helpful for your joints, to take down inflammation. I haven't been getting my turmeric, but I did for a long time. I was having a little drink with, I'm going to start rolling my wrists. I was having a drink with cacao, turmeric, non-dairy milk, and a good sweetener like agave or honey. And a dash of pepper helps the turmeric work. And I was for a while doing ashwagandha. So all of those things are really helpful, and it takes a little getting used to, but then it's kind of like a coffee. So, well, now let's come into a seated with our legs crossed. If you are just joining us for the first time, this might not work for you. Always adapt. You could uncross them a little. You could put blocks underneath your knees so that they're resting on blocks. However it makes you comfortable, but let's start getting a little movement through our bodies, through our torso. And then let's go for a swim like you're doing a backstroke. And so here we go, backstroking, but your arms aren't coming up just yet. And then if you'd like to, you can get your arms to flow up and back. Oh yeah, okay. And if not, just use the shoulders, rolling back and now rolling forward. It takes a little coordination to get them to go forward. Okay, and oh, there's the neck. So let's, does your neck crackle when you bring it forward? Let's bring our necks, roll them forward and to the side, and then back. Oh yeah. Oh, this feels so good at the end of it. This was a long day. Oh yeah. And it's so nice to just take some moments to breathe and get some fresh air if you can. Let's bring our hands up towards the sky and then bringing that left hand down to the side, the right arm over, keeping your right hip pressed into the ground, your bottom on the left side, keep it pressed into the ground. You're reaching out through that right arm, lift up, and now we're going to bring the right arm to the ground, the right hand to the ground, the left arm up and over, opening up. So if you're tempted to curl in like this, no, open up, be wide. I hope that your weather there is just as lovely as it is here. It is so perfect right now. So you can bring your hands down, and now let's do, I'm not going to face forward just so that you can see, but you can face forward. You can actually do anything you want. I'm not the boss of you. So you're going to drop your belly down, your hips up, your shoulder and your head up, and then round and arch. Round and arch. And you know, if you're pregnant, these are supposed to be wonderful. I think when I was having my babies, I did them every day and also went for a walk every day. It's supposed to help the babies come sooner, but it didn't. So let's just do a few more. Breathing in and exhale. Inhale and exhale, and now get the movement going. So whatever is comfortable for you, you could go side to side. You might want to take your knees out a little bit wider. You can come back, almost drop your hips down onto your heels. Come back the other direction. You can get some movement into your shoulders. Just be here, thinking about what you're doing, thinking about how your body feels. And finally, we're going to just sit back towards our heels. And now you're going to feel this in the top of your feet. It's going to give you a little stretch. If this is not accessible to you, you can come down into an Indian sit, but otherwise, you don't have to turn. I'm just showing you. You can put your toes on the ground and then sit back on them, on your feet, on your heels, so that you're getting a real good stretch in your toes. So usually we're focusing on the larger muscles and the tendons and things around them, but today, let's kind of get a little crazy here. Now, if you needed to, take a break, let your feet rest for a moment, and then try coming back just for a few more seconds. Oh, I hope you have a breeze too. Okay. And now you're still facing forward, but you're going to bring your hands to the ground, and then your toes are still tucked. Bring your hands out a little bit further in front of you so that you'll have a wide between your feet and your hands. I'm going to guess it's 3 feet, but I don't know. And then lift your hips up towards the sky or your ceiling. You're pressing the heels down. Your feet are about hip distance apart. Your hands are equally placed. And you're getting that wide stance with your fingers and your toes. Okay, this is good. Now I'm going to have you come back down to your knees and relax back into an extended child's pose, stretching out under your arms. If that is too much for you, you can take your hands to your sides into a resting child's pose. Otherwise, everybody bring your hands forward again. Come back up to your hands and knees. Tuck your toes under, and one more time. Let your hips rise up as if someone's pulling them for you. And you're breathing in and out. And now let's walk our feet up towards our hands. I'm going to walk mine back so I stay on the mat. And here we're going to roll up one vertebrae at a time, very slowly. Okay, and now you can see the creak, and I'm going to move back a bit so that my head's not chopped off and I don't fall off the deck. That would make a good video though. You know, this old lady's doing yoga and she falls off the deck. But now we're going to get a little balance going here. If you were with us the day we did this, prepare yourself. You know what you're looking at. So we're going to take the left. I'm going to do it the other way. So you're taking your right foot. Now if you're a lefty, then do it the opposite direction. But if you're right dominant, then right now you want to start with your right leg kind of bent in a kickstand, toes on the ground, and you can stay here in this position looking at one point. Like you could pick a spot on the screen, or you could pick a spot on the floor or your wall. Just pick one spot to concentrate on, and that will help you balance. And then tighten up your core. So in your abdomen. And then, if you feel comfortable, you can bring that right foot up onto your left calf and hold there. Okay. If you've been doing yoga for a while and you just decided to take this for some reason, we're just all getting started on our physical health journey, but you can bring your, if it's accessible to you, you can bring your right foot up into your left thigh. So I know I can do it eventually. Well, I used to be able to do it, and I'm going to presume that now that I'm getting back into shape, that I'll be able to do it again. I don't know. Maybe at a certain point we just have to accept that we're not going to be 25 anymore. So let's take that down, kind of relax, especially your left leg. And now we're going to use the other side. So you're bringing your left foot into the kickstand. When you feel comfortable, now I'm doing the opposite of you, so I'm mirroring you. This is my dominant side, so I'm going to be a little better on it. You, on the other hand, might not be as sturdy, but you know what you're working towards. So now you're going to bring, if it's possible for you right now, without falling over, bring your left foot up onto your right calf. And then again, tighten, tuck, lift, after the practice, you might look at one of my shorts I posted today, and took. And it's of a statue of two dancers out in the sun. But then you can be like, yeah, that's me. I'm the dancer out in the sun. So, okay, let's bring that down. And now let's bring our arms up over our heads. Breathe in. And as you exhale, forward fold. Let it out. Now, come up to your fingertips You could bend your knees as far as you need to, and you're looking up. This is called monkey pose. And then fold over. Let's try it one more time. Lift your chest, looking forward, and folding down, and then slowly roll up, one vertebrae at a time. Okay. Now, one more time, let's bring our hands up over our heads. Let's reach up and back. You don't want to feel any pain doing this, so only as far as you're comfortable. And then stand straight up and let your arms slowly, slowly come down to your sides. Slowly, slowly bend down, hanging like a rag doll. And then bringing your hands, I'm moving to the center of the mat. Bring your hands in front of you. Kind of walk your feet out so that they're out at the edge of the mat. And then lower your hips. And if you fall down, boom, hopefully you don't get hurt. But there we are. And if you have blocks or books or even a pillow, especially like a sturdy pillow, you could put them under your bottom to help you. I think back on, day 1 through 4 or something, I did this pose and I was using a block. So just do what you can. And then we're gonna come back and finish up with a little work on our back. We're going to roll down, okay, and then bring the legs up towards the sky. Just relax here, breathe, and listen to the birds. And then bring your knees into your chest, kind of roll side to side, massaging your lower back against the ground. And then bringing your legs straight out, let your toes fall open to the sides. And you can press pause and just stay in this pose as long as you like. Or if you're doing this at the end of the day, it might be a perfect time to get into bed and take a nap for about 8 hours. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope I see you again tomorrow.